It's the end of January, we've had major outgoings, major incomings, and we are relentless. Today we can set a league record for the longest unbeaten run in the National League South. Greetings, my excellent friends, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Director of Moneyball. I'm Kirk Sheridan, and as you can see, we've lost once in the last 11 matches. That was away from home to Southend, so a division above us. Everybody else not even laid a finger on us. We've conceded 6 goals, we've scored a hatful, and that means we're still 4 points clear at the top of the league. Eastbourne Borough are pushing us close though. Their form has been almost as relentless as ours. They have been winning match after match after match, and at one point were on the verge of overtaking us. We've managed to claw it back, but that good form generated some interest in some of our players, and we have made a couple of big sales. Harrison Mail has moved to Torquay for an initial 3.2k. He played 19 matches for us this year in the National League South, conceded 10, and had a better average rating than he achieved last year. We also have a couple of clauses we'll be keeping an eye on for this particular transfer. We're due another £1,500 after he's made 18 more league appearances and 20% of his next transfer fee as well. But as you know, we were already looking to move Mail on. We'd brought Joe Wright in to replace him, so that was an expected transfer. What's quite nice to see though is he is now valued up to £160,000. So if we do get 20% of that future transfer fee, hoping he moves on quite quickly. What was less expected though was Shrewsbury coming in and testing Rule 9 outright. Rule 9 is quite simple. If any club offers more than a player's market value, you have to sell them. We're always looking to make a profit here, and that's exactly what Shrewsbury did with Jack Madeline. They offered me £25,000 up front with a whole load of clauses when his maximum value at the time was £26,000. So we've got 25k in the bank from this already. We're due another £10,000 when he's made 20 league appearances. We're getting £500 for every league match he plays for the first 10 games as well, and 30% of the profit made on his next transfer. And if that's not already enough, Shrewsbury have to play a friendly against us, which will bring in a load of gate receipts. It's obviously a massive shame. He'd already played 20 times for us this season, but how can we hold him back from starting in a League One team? I'm one of his favoured personnel, and he is certainly one of mine, so Jack, I wish you all the very best for the future. Hopefully one day we can bring you back. Back to more expected transfers though. Ollie Pearce, we finally managed to ship out. He was unhappy all season, as you know, because he'd been usurped in the starting lineup by Rob Street. He's now moved to Braintree. He started 7 matches for them so far and hasn't scored a single goal. So I think we were absolutely right to decide that Ollie Pearce's time was up. And Lewis White, who was a regular for us all last year, had only started 4 times for us in the league, so we let him move on. He's recently joined Maidstone, and that's left us with a pretty whopping £1,500 a week left in our wage budget. So I'm currently investigating a few signings that will strengthen our side even further and make sure we finish this league season in style. The first of those is Tyler Cordner. He is the first player we have signed for a financial transaction. He cost us £1,000 from Aldershot, currently a leading Vanarama South player, potential to be a leading Vanarama national player. He's 25, so one of the older players in the team. Ticks the vast majority of boxes for our club DNA and also a good leader. So he's a solid, reliable replacement for Jack Madeline. Let me know what you think of this business as well. If you're just generally happy with it, then click a like on the video. Do that anyway, always appreciated. Drop me a comment below as well. I'm keen to get your thoughts. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying what you're watching so far. One thing that I haven't really explored so far is 2 key principles, which are the need to always be trying to turn a net transfer profit, and that the money you spend on wages has more of an importance on your league position than the amount spent on transfers. Obviously, we had a huge influx of cash from that transfer clause at the start of the season, but our net income is £860,000, way ahead of anyone else in the division. And in salary spend, we're 4th. With that in mind, I would be delighted with any position 4th or above. The fact that we are absolutely blitzing it at the top of the league is the real icing on the cake, because we are spending a lot less than Yeovil, who are only in 5th. And look at the other 2 clubs spending more than us. Maidstone and Dulwich Hamlet only in 15th and 14th. Financially, we are doing brilliantly. And the board thinks so too. We've still got an untouchable job security level. The supporters, however, are less impressed because despite our phenomenal performance, as you would expect, they're not pleased that we've just sold 2 of our best players. So I'm hopeful that over time we'll convince these supporters that the way that we operate, this Moneyball style of always looking to maximise on the profit of our players, is the right thing and will help us develop as a football club. And the best way to do that is to go and win the next match. We have a couple of records in the offing here. We've already gone 25 matches unbeaten in the Vanarama South. 1 more match without losing, and we'll beat the existing record, which we jointly hold currently with Sutton. And Rob Street is on the verge of a Worthing record. He's already been named player of the match 8 times this season. Equal with Jonathan Dinzay from last year. If he gets 1 more Player of the Match award, he takes the individual record as well. And that brings us to today's league match. We are at home against 21st placed Wealdstone. We are huge favourites, 7-4 on. We've won all of our last 5 games. Let's go and get that record. So as always, we have our manager, Ben Watson, taking control of the team today. As the director of football, I don't get involved on match day. It's entirely up to Ben, our assistant manager, to pick the team, to motivate the team, to select the tactics, to make the substitutions. It's going to be interesting to see what team he puts out against Wealdstone. Well, a strong one by the look of things. Pretty much the strongest team we could be putting out. Cordner there in the back 4 already as Madeline's replacement, and Collins playing on the right of the back 4. A 37-point difference between our respective league performances so far this season. So I am expecting a comfortable victory given the form that we've been in, and that's probably the kiss of death, obviously. And look at that. Cordner's come in and he's picked up the armband straight away. He's only played 3 matches for us so far. Well, Ben's obviously got a lot of faith in him. Another rainy day at Woodside Road, but Wright clears the ball upfield to Saunders, who takes it down beautifully, actually. For a non-league footballer, that's a beautiful bit of control. McLeod picks it up, plays it back to Tizard. We're just keeping the ball nice and easily. A bit less of that route one, I was going to say. And then a lofted ball across to Saunders, who plays it to... Oh! Street gets the finish again. That's his 20th goal of the season. Very poor defending, it has to be said. The Wealdstone defender should absolutely have cleared that, not let it run through to Street. Tizard, just a fantastically weighted ball. Saunders, Street, fantastic. It's cleared out to Hughes, who has an opportunity to run but doesn't. He plays it to Street, who holds up the ball and knocks it back to Hughes. And then he does have acres of space to run into. What are his options here? Well, it's a tackle from Wealdstone, but only as far as McLeod, who plays it out to Saunders. And I've just realised something. A couple of days ago, I asked you all, how are you feeling about the speed of the match engine? Would you like it to be a little bit faster? Well, your answer was pretty unanimous. Only 18% of people wanted us to keep the speed of the match engine as it was. So, as requested, we'll knock it forward 1 notch. Sorry that I'd forgotten. We will keep it like this from now on. So, Saunders, in the right-hand corner, plays it to Talent Ayite, but it doesn't come through to him. Wow, this is suddenly speed ball. Talent Ayite kicks it back to McLeod, who loofs one over to Saunders. And it goes to Mundell, who is fouled in the box. No doubt about it, blatant penalty. Hughes with the opportunity to put us 2-0 up off the post, and Hughes was rooted to the spot. Didn't even run in for the rebound. That is dreadful penalty taking. What was he thinking? Well, we're half an hour in. 60% of the possession has been ours. Wealdstone yet to have a shot on target. And we have a free kick before half-time. Hughes has an opportunity to make up for his penalty miss by assisting. Well, Collins, not expecting that kind of finish from a central defender. So the ball from Hughes was cleared away and Collins managed to latch on. I think it was Tizard who knocked the ball down for him. We're 2-0 up at half-time. Wealdstone just haven't been in this match at all. 70 minutes in, we've made a couple of substitutions. Allardyce and Alarakia on. And they've got an opportunity to carve us open here. I'm not got a good feeling about this. They do manage to, and it is a goal. That's their first shot on target. That was just one of those feelings when I just felt like there was too much space between our midfield and defence. We had too many players around the men with the ball. Not enough looking at picking up and marking the players who were in space. But surely we can't throw this away. 10 minutes remaining. Ote's now on for Saunders. Time is running out. We've still got 60% of the possession. We just need to keep this tidy. And we do. An uncharacteristically dreadful performance from Hughes there. If we look at our back six, that left back position once again that's causing us problems. That is a spot that I'm looking to upgrade on. I was hoping that Nathan Woodthorpe here would be the one. Great attributes. Natural left back. But I was hoping to pick him up for the bottom end of his transfer value. For free. No way am I paying this. No way am I paying anywhere close to that. Probably until we're a couple of divisions higher. This is a Moneyball save. We need bargains, not to pay over the odds. We stay 4 points clear, but Eastbourne Borough, 4-1 victory over Bath. They are continuing to push hard. Oxford City, though, who were in touching distance, have dropped away. So it looks like we might be heading for a 2-horse race for the title. Worthing versus Eastbourne. It's a South Coast special. But although we've spent a lot of this episode talking about transfers, I am also trying to improve the team and the club in other ways. Potentially one of the most important being upgrading the size of my staff teams. With so much money in the bank, I went to the board and asked if we could increase the size of our coaching team and our scouting team. They said yes. I was delighted. That means we now have the best scouting team in the National League South. And we've got one of the best coaching teams as well. Bobby Mims, our new goalkeeping coach, I'm hoping will do great things with Joe Wright. His attributes are off the charts for what I would normally expect to see at this level. And he didn't even want a contract because he's also goalkeeping coach with Fiji. I have no idea how he's managing that commute. And quite frankly, I don't care. If he's happy to do it, please keep going. Bobby, it's brilliant to have you on board. And the man himself, Ben Watson, has also had a little bit of an upgrade. He's completed his Continental A licence now. I've already got him studying for a Continental Pro licence. And his attributes did improve by 4 whole points. I was hoping it would be a lot more than that. I must admit, I was expecting it would be more than that. His attacking, mental, tactical and technical coaching all went up by 1 point. And that was it. Well, if it's going to help us score a few more tactical, mentally focused, technically adept goals, I guess it's probably worth it. Right, 6 days now until our next match against Maidstone. Where do I want to upgrade this team? We're doing absolutely fine in goal. Central defence, we've got Tizard, Cordner, Collins, Racine, Allardyce, who can all play there comfortably. Allardyce does want to move on. He's looking to move on loan, but now that we've lost Madeline, maybe he'll play in the centre of defence a little more frequently. I would like to see Ben pick Charlie Farr at right wing back a little more frequently. So I don't think we need an upgrade there. Left back, though, does feel, particularly if Collins is going to be playing at right back, we do need to bring in another left back. Defensive midfield, Talent Ayite, now that he's accomplished in that position, is getting a lot of game time, which I'm delighted to see. McLeod has been our best performing player on average rating this season. And then Whittingham, Collins can step in there as well. So I think we've got plenty of options there. Mundell, Hughes and Honor can easily play in that attacking midfield spot. We've got Ote, Farr and Saunders and Alarakia for the right wing. Hughes, Ote, Alarakia, Saunders for the left wing. So we're sorted there. Rob Street, Ote up front. So it's that left back slot. That's the one that we need to plug the gap. Top priority, age 20 to 25. Put Eric and Simon on the job. Go, fly, find me a left back. The only problem is every single player who's been recommended to me is worth signing is demanding quite a significant transfer fee. And yes, I know we have that money there, but I don't want to spend it. That money will be used to upgrade our training facilities, our youth recruitment. That is where it's going to have the biggest benefit at this level of football. I just need to find some bargains. Let's see, Jack Evans, currently playing for Hereford. We scouted him back in August. He's already playing consistently in the National League North. So we'll see if we can get him on a cheap deal, but it's quite unlikely. No, they want a value of potentially up to £11,000. No, thank you very much. If we really want him, we might just get him on a pre-contract. Please, team, please, find me that left back. Well, here's one we agreed earlier. I know I said I didn't need any more attacking players, but sometimes a deal is too good to turn down. James Daly, who you may remember I had my eye on when we brought Ote in. It was a toss-up between the two. He's now happy to join on a non-contract as a fringe player for a £160 appearance fee. He looks like a really valuable upgrade on either wing. So to have him on a non-contract for a few weeks before deciding what happens with, say, Saunders, Alarakia, this is very exciting. And there's confirmation. We've got the new record. 26 games unbeaten in the National League South. How much longer can we keep that one going? Oh, disappointing to see Novak injured though. Now this is a player in our development squad I very much got my eye on. He's in our under-18s, an attacking fullback for the Czech Republic. He's already been capped at under-20 level. Very speedy, born leader, incredible determination. So this is a guy who could come into our team and be with us for quite a number of years yet. And another I'm keeping my eye on is Pedro Silva. As you know, we don't want to sign any strikers if we can at all avoid it. Those rules of Moneyball are very, very clear on that. So the fact that we've got someone age 17 who's scored 36 goals in 29 appearances so far for the under-18s, that bodes pretty well. Well, we made it past deadline day without any significant business. That's Football League deadline day. We've still got a month and a half to go. Here's another sign that Eastbourne Borough are pushing us very close. Rob Street only came third in January's Player of the Month award. Despite getting 6 goals and a 7.74 average, he was outstripped by Leon Gravata of Eastbourne Borough, who scored 7 and assisted 1 in 5 with an average of 8. This one could go the distance. But Ben got the nod for Manager of the Month. Eastbourne Borough also won all 5 of their matches, but Ben pipped him. The board and supporters now both expecting us to pick up this victory away at Maidstone, who are one of the few professional teams in this division. We're expected to finish second and are currently in 16th. Let's hope they don't pick us to suddenly switch on a turnaround in form. Maidstone lining up with a 4-4-2 today. And we've got Farr on the right wing, Street up front again. Strong side. Very strong side. Can we keep that 4-point gap at the top? 4 minutes in. Tizard flies into a challenge. Norville Williams manages to clear a header, and that is just poor defending. Tizard managed to nick the ball, lunged into a challenge. Norville Williams headed the ball straight to their man Kedwell, who volleyed in to the net. And Wright probably should have done better. Now, we know that we are a fantastic team. We can absolutely come back from this. We've got plenty of time to do so. Tizard flying in again, and that looks like he's going to be off. Oh, my word, that is a red card. What was he doing? So we're down to 10 men away at Maidstone. They're 1-0 up already. So Tizard sent off. Cordner on for Hughes. We've already got Racine and Street booked. Somehow we are keeping even in terms of possession, but half an hour into this match, I can't see us getting 3 points. If we can pick up a draw, that would be a phenomenal result. Mundell picks up the ball on the edge of the area, but can't keep it. The ball flies back out, and they're in space, and that's 2 for Maidstone. Oh my word, what a way to end this unbeaten streak. But it won't stand. It won't stand. The goal was ruled out for offside. We're basically playing without a left winger. We've got our best free kick taker no longer on. Oh, and Cordner just missed a great opportunity there. So Collinge on the right plays it back to Cordner, who hoofs one over to Farr. Now Farr is a good crosser of the ball. He finds Street, who can't put it away. Oh, that was a fantastic opportunity, and given how well Street has played this season, you would expect him to put that one in the back of the net. There are positive signs here. Despite the fact that we're down to 10 men, our XG is higher, largely because of that effort from Street at the end of the half there. We are getting plenty of set pieces, which we know we are very strong at. Come on, right. An hour into this match. Essentially nothing has happened in the second half. One goal. One goal. Looks like we're starting to waste a little bit of time here. I would like to see us actually get the ball further forward. Street trying to knock the ball on, but it only goes through to the Maidstone goalkeeper, who hoofs one up the other end. And their striker hits it very high over the bar. I think it's a corner for Maidstone. It is. So Andrews to take the corner for Maidstone. Hits the ball into the box to the near post, and it's out for a goal kick. 28 minutes to go. Can we create another opportunity? We've got Talent Ayite and Alarakia on now for McLeod and Farr. Time is ticking away. 10 minutes remaining, and we don't look like we're going to create any opportunity. But Cordner manages to clear an attempted through ball. Mundell gets on and manages to run. He jinks past the defender and fires over the bar. And this is probably our last opportunity. We're into the second of 3 minutes of injury time. A long clearance from the Maidstone goalkeeper, and it falls through to the Maidstone striker. That was definitely not offside. That was just a poor piece of defending, I think, from Norville Williams there. Yes, it was. Norville Williams, our left back, should have probably just not attempted to head that clear at all and just covered the run of Kedwell. What a way to end our unbeaten streak. It was on the cards from that 8th minute when we got Tizard sent off. Tizard, who has played fantastically well as Dinzay's replacement this year as well. But we picked up a lot of bookings in that match. Eastbourne Borough picking up a 4-0 victory away at Tunbridge. So their goal difference is on the up. Tizard is therefore banned for the next 2 games against Dulwich Hamlet and Welling, and is somehow shocked to have been handed a fine for violent behaviour despite him lunging into a tackle with clearly both feet off the ground that could have caused some serious injury. Watson's not very happy. Norville Williams now suspended as well for reaching the yellow card limit. And we now have 17 matches remaining to stay on top of the National League South. I do not want to end up in these playoffs after how well we've played this season. Eastbourne Borough have to slip up at some point, surely. If we can recover quickly from this run of form, we will come back when we are on the verge of the title. If not, we might come back around April and see if this little blip becomes a wobble. I really hope it doesn't. By then, though, we absolutely must have a new left back. Well, I hope you have enjoyed what you've watched today. If you have, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on to find out the second the next video drops. And oh boy, it could be a big one. It could be us clinching the National League South title. In the meantime, be excellent to each other. I'm Kirk Sheridan. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.